What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blaze video. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's accomplishing their Dragon Blaze goals as they usually are, because we are here together to play the game and have a good time. We're back. This is after the maintenance update for the new hero is out, and we are going to get her in this video. I did not mean to collect there. We're going to get her in this video as well. Plus, obviously, we got her Cash Beginner package, which can be very useful depending on if you want to spend the money or not. Plus, you get the Icy Flower as well. That is up to you. I don't spend money in this game at all. Obviously, a special package, make sure you're getting those so you can open up packs and get higher rates, and also get more hero cards. Your Starlight Pass, that is up to you. It's whatever you want to do. I don't recommend spending money in this game. It's just not really worth it depending on what you want to do in this game. Your Adventure Pass, I mean, you can obviously get so many rubies. You can get 200k very easily. So it's just really up to you when it comes to that. But let's go ahead and get the new hero. I have not fought her. I've got on, she's a mage tank, mage paladin tank, which is pretty interesting. So we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and get her. I got packs and stuff ready for her. I will be spending rubies very soon. I won't be spending too many on her. Definitely don't want to spend way too many rubies on her. So what we're gonna do is put these two in. We're going to put you in up here, and well, actually you instead, and then we're going to put our healer in just in case, because I'm not sure how strong she is, and then we're going to put our guy here, and that's what we're going to roll with. We're going to be fighting with her. I usually use Old Faithful, but we probably don't need her at this point, so let's go get Kesh. That's her name, and let's talk about her. Obviously, I'm going to skip through the story. I don't really care about that. I got to take her through Path of the Forest as well, so we'll definitely be doing that. She looks really, really awesome, by the way. Like, she looks really awesome. All right. Took her down pretty quickly. No challenge there. Good for us because we get to do more in the video. Also got to get her pages and stuff like that too. So let's just go ahead and make her. I haven't opened anything yet for her. I don't mind spending on her, so she looks so freaking cool. Like, so freaking cool. All right. I don't want to reset. Let's go ahead and make her. Cool thing is I have armor for them, the red armor, which is pretty awesome. So, all right. So she is now made. We've got the red armor, which is nice. Let's go ahead and pledge her to pledge her. Make her a little bit stronger. Boost her to 19, which is not bad. Okay, and now obviously I gotta buy accessories and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get into her. So obviously she has good specialized content for your world bosses. Let's go ahead and go to her. Let's see what she can do. Let's go to her preview skills and let's talk about her. Oh, that's pretty cool animation. Okay, so let's see. It says attacks one enemy and increase single attack for all allies upon normal attacks 10th phase for 3.5 seconds. So that's nice. So she's already buffing your team already, which is nice, and buffing herself. 10th phase is actually a really high buff, so for it to be that high, it's going to be kind of hard to knock that buff off of her and all your allies. So that's pretty nice. 3.5 seconds isn't long, but obviously it's going to go on cooldown, and then you'll get to obviously she'll do it again as she attacks an enemy. So that's pretty cool actually. That is not bad. Let's go to the first skill. It says type. It says inflict. Are you? So we're gonna see. Okay, so we're gonna go to skill. It says type. It says it inflicts 9,130% skill damage on one enemy. Cooldown 18.8 seconds. Let's see why. It says buff. It says increase magic attack by 876% and additional boss damage by 438% for all allies. 10th phase, 5 stacks. So that's another buff right there. That's going to be very useful to have that buff on hand. I'll definitely like that a lot. That's going to be very helpful for whatever you're going through. And then it says specialty cast red burn effect on one enemy 10th phase for 16.2 seconds. Let's see what they do. It says red burn effect 1, increase received magic damage by 548%. Red burn effect 2, decrease attack speed by 10%. That's pretty good actually. I want to like that. So far she's like a buffer. She's buffing like all your teams and helping you fight against your allies. Your enemies. That's pretty cool. I definitely like that quite a bit. Let's go to the second skill. It says type. It says inflicts 9,960% skill damage on one enemy. Cooldown 21.9 seconds. Let's see why. Buff effect 1. It says cast barrier equal to 30% of cash max HP on all allies. 10th phase for 9.3 seconds. That's very useful. So she's buffing. She's buffing up your team, protecting your team as she should because she's a tank. She's a paladin. So that's quite awesome. It's 10th phase for 9.3 seconds, which is very meaningful. The second one says increase NIT by 239% for all allies and additional random damage by 478%. 10th phase, 5 stacks. That's awesome. NIT is for mages and stuff like that. So that's pretty awesome. And enchanters, of course. That's pretty sweet. So she's definitely buffing up her guys, and 5 stacks is very meaningful. So that's kind of cool. So she's basically going to be for buffers, for mages and stuff like that, and for some damage dealers. So that's kind of cool. Definitely going to be very useful as you make her stronger. And it says cast silver burn on one enemy 10th phase for 18.5 seconds. What is that? Effect 1 says increase received damage by 598%. So that is very useful. That's a lot of damage increase right there. That's almost 600%. That's pretty high. So yeah, she's going to do a lot of work depending on what you have her in and how long she can stay alive and all that good stuff. She's going to be very powerful depending on what you're doing. Let's go to the ulti. It says specialties signature skill. Upon charge of 100% signature energy. 3 specialties. The first one says inflicts 44,820% skill damage on one enemy, which is extraordinarily high. That is very, very high. Not bad. The second one says inflicts the same additional skill damage on one enemy. That can be very useful. Inflicting the same skill damage on one enemy, that can be very useful and very powerful and very broken depending on what situation you're in. I definitely like what she does. And then the third one says was a pyrokinetic, I think. I can't pronounce that. Scarlight on all allies excluding self. So we're going to see what that is. Obviously, they do hide some abilities because they can't fit them all on the screen. So we're going to go back here and make sure we didn't miss anything. And then obviously here, which is a whole bunch. There's a lot of these. So the Scarlight first effect says recovers HP equal to 3,586% for Kesh's attack, which is nice. If you make her strong and stuff like that, she's going to have obviously damage. That's going to be very, very meaningful for her survival. The second one says, immediately reduces skill cooldown by 10%. Which is good. So, having her cooldown is not bad. Allowing you to reuse your abilities is very, 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 very useful. That's pretty good. And then the third one says increases critical damage by 1,076% and buff duration by 10%, 10th phase for 22 seconds. So, again, That's very, very useful. She's all about buffing your team, all about doing damage, just getting the job done, really. She's definitely going to be a very, very powerful asset to your team, depending on what you're doing. Loving this hero already. I hadn't even played with her yet. It's kind of insane. And then the last one says increase NIT by the same percentage of the last ability I just mentioned. Magic attack by 4,303%, and single attack by the same percentage I just mentioned. 10th phase, 5 stacks. That's incredible. That is beyond very, very incredible. Lots of buffs, just lots of damage, just lots of cool things. Keeping your team alive, doing the work. She's definitely going to be a very, very powerful asset to your team. Let's go to the passive. It says Allied Aura increase magic attack by 1,793%, and single attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, which is nice. And then we have the enemy aura, increases received magic damage by 448%. Secondly, it says class passive, it says Mage Aura 1, increase NIT by 448% and magical attack by 1,793%, which is nice. And then Mage Aura 2, increase single attack by 5,976% and ranged attack by 5,976% as well, and additional boss damage by 2,988%. Golem Gen exclusive, basically, so it's going to be for your world bosses. So it's going to be very helpful. And then your Cantor, or 1, that says increase NIT by 448% and magic attack by 1,793%. And then you have your Cantor Aura 2, it says increase single attack by 5,976%, ranged attack by the same percentage, and additional boss damage by 2,988%, obviously exclusive to your world bosses. So not bad. Pretty good. And then Heat of the Void, which is the last one. This is basically a Golem Gen's passive. It says Islet Aura, increase main stats by 1,494%, magic attack by 5,976%, and range attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, which is really good. So she's going to do very well with their team against your world bosses exclusively to her. That is going to be very amazing. Keep that in mind. Enemy Aura says increase received damage by 1,793% and receive magic damage by the same percentage I just mentioned. Also very powerful. She's going to be very useful through those type of contents, and she's going to be useful anywhere you put her, but it's just she's mainly buffing. So just keep that in mind. So have a mixture of mages and stuff like that, a couple of damage dealers. She's going to be kind of everywhere, but she's going to do the work for you for sure. And it says specialty 2, upon using Silver Greatsword, increase NIT by 498% and additional random damage by 996% for all allies. 10th phase, 5 stacks. Again, just straight out buffing, which is going to be great. Upon using, I can't pronounce that, Scarlight, increases received magic damage by 5,378% on one enemy. 10th phase, 3 stacks. And obviously this is just your 4th impact. You can go through that by yourself. This is where I have her currently because of the buffs from the pledging. And then at New World Inside a Dream, which is her affinity passive. It says Allied Aura, increase single attack by 251%, ranged attack by 331%, magic attack by 437%, and additional boss damage by 284%. Not bad. It'll grow as you level her up, of course, so it'll get better and better and better, so keep that in mind. Specialty, upon using Red Greatsword, increase single attack by 876% for all allies. 10th phase, 3 stacks. So there you go. Constantly buffing up your team, herself, all that good stuff. It is going to be viable to have her on your team. And then obviously you have your Golem content here, you know, your world bosses. Allied Aura, increase magic attack by 432%, additional boss damage by 285%, and single attack by 754%. Specialty, upon using, I can't pronounce it, Scarlight, increases magic attack by 8,605% for all allies. 10th phase, 3 stacks. So, what I think about her, she's amazing. She's going to do a lot of work. Putting lots of rubies into her, I'm not too sure. I'm going to put a decent amount in her. I do have packs already saved, summons. I'm going to open them up and see what I can get. I wouldn't boost her up to high heaven because the rogue that's going to be coming out, he's going to be insane. She's good. Definitely put a lot of rubies into her. Get her powered up. But yeah, definitely save for the rogue. He's going to be absurd. I already heard he's going to be very, 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 very strong. She is very strong. She's all about team playing, getting the job done, buffing your team, buffing her. She's quite awesome. So definitely put the time into her for sure. You're definitely going to enjoy what she's going to be giving you. But other than that, she's an incredible hero. We're going to be opening up packs. We're going to be seeing, well, my packs, summons, and we're going to see how many cards we can get for her. Don't forget to take her through Path of the Force. Don't forget, even though your Path of the Force is 100% complete, you can still farm cards. And make sure you take her through Library of Fate as well, so you can make her stronger through there. Level her up to 80, and then stop there. You can just go through Library of Fate, because based on how your luck is in this game, which mine isn't, you can level her higher. I just got my mage to level 80. I'm going to take her to Library of Fate and finish that. So finally got her to the mark. I think that's just a good idea to keep them at 80 and then level them up through those two contents. If you get lucky, level them up higher. But that's just my 2 cents on that. So yeah, she's awesome. She's definitely awesome. And then obviously we got to buy our weapons and stuff for her and try to get that for her as well. Hopefully she is in your mining, so you can fight her there and get lucky like I did with her. As you see, she's level 80. Got both her weapons. Got her third or triple S weapon. So very, very nice. But anyways, guys, that is the video for right now. A video coming out tomorrow, I believe. And then I hope you see you for the next one. This is awesome. The new patch is here. It's so cool. Maintenance updates, all that good stuff. Get it, power up Kesh, and put the work in, guys. We'll see you then.